A significant step in Southwest Florida man's 25-year quest to get his Vietnam War friend recognized with the Medal of Honor posthumously.
He was super focused and committed. He had no time for people that were not completely focused on getting the job done.
Earlier this month, Jim Boots Demarest handed off the Medal of Honor package for Captain Stephen Phillis to Senator Tammy Duckworth so it can officially be submitted to the Department of Defense for further review up the chain of command. Mike News reporter Michelle Alvarez is live on this story. Michelle, why does Demarest feel so strongly about this mission?
Chris, he wants to share Steve's story and the message we can all take from it. The commitment, the sacrifice, being part of something bigger than yourself, and putting your life on the line.
All veterans gave some gave all. And Steve was one of those give it all type of people, both before and of course on his fateful flight on February 15th of 1991. But
Captain Steve Phillis was a fighter pilot who was killed in action when his plane was shot down in Desert Storm, and Demarest wants nothing more than for him to receive the prestigious Medal of Honor.
Steve, if he were to learn of us talking about this now and of our effort to upgrade his Valor Award, he would not be very pleased. He would tell us that he was just doing his job.
Phillis was leading his wingman, First Lieutenant Rob Sweet, on their 30th combat mission of Desert Storm on February 15, 1991.
He was 29 years old as a flight commander when Desert Storm kicked off. And because of his position as a flight commander, he was required to do some very important work, one of which was to establish combat pairings.
They were tasked with attacking Iraq's vaunted Medina division of the Republican Guards, by far their most dangerous mission of the war.
When Rob Sweet is getting ready to roll in, and Steve notices that a surface-to-air missile has been shot at Rob. And so Steve gets on the radio and calls break, chaff and flares. Rob picks up the missile visually, rolls his A-10, deploys most of the countermeasures in the airplane, and successfully defeats the first surface-to-air missile shot at him in Operation Desert Storm.
But near the end of their attacks, Sweet was forced to eject from his aircraft.
He's orbiting, watching Rob in his about 5-minute parachute descent, not watching out for himself, watching out for his wingman.
Phillis immediately sprang into action to save the life of his wingman. After spending 3 minutes and 45 seconds circling Sweet, Phillis's A-10 was shot down.
Rob tells the story of being underneath the parachute, and it was kind of quiet for a while, and then suddenly the world erupted. And he originally thought they were shooting at him. Only later did he learn that no, in fact, they were shooting at Steve. So he knows that aircraft is not going to make it back. Does he turn around and go home? No.
Phillis left behind a fiancé and a family. He was awarded a Silver Star for his actions, but there was never a complete investigation. In September, Demarest handed off a Medal of Honor package for Steve to Senator Tammy Duckworth, a big step in a lengthy process that can take up to 2 years to decide. I'm reporting live, Michelle Alvarez, Wink News.
Wow, it's great to hear his story. We thank him for his service for sure.